Hello and welcome to another live show from Inner Preservation. Life seems to be getting tougher and tougher for us here in the UK and across the world at the moment. It's at times like these that it's even more important to take a step back and disassociate from our problems and our fears and just grab a bit of me time. It is important for your mental health and your physical well-being. It's easy to attach to feelings of worry and despair as we are stretched further and further out of pocket. But it's important to not associate these problems with your individual character, because at the end of the day, you are a free spirit, capable of achieving whatever you dream to be possible. These are just experiences that your true self is experiencing during its brief time as being a human being. So tonight, I want to focus on the healing side of things and how you can use mindfulness to really understand how your bad programming is affecting your ability to feel happiness and to shrug off the problems and the anxiety that the cost of living crisis is unloading onto many of us right now. So first off, I'll speak about mindfulness, and then I'll go on to speak about healing with intention, and you can practice this yourself. If you like what you hear, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and check out our other YouTube channel, Inner Preservation, where we have tons of self-help guidance and meditations available for free. So mindfulness. What is mindfulness good for? When you're able to live with awareness and pay attention to your experiences, you'll be able to set yourself free from unwanted thoughts and avoid being caught up in emotion. Mindfulness will enable you to break out of repetitive thought patterns and allow you to concentrate on exactly what matters. Excuse me. Being mindful will teach you how to slow down your rate of thinking and take control of the directions of your thoughts. Modern society doesn't allow much time for reflection, so it's important to cultivate techniques that allow you to disconnect from the stresses and the pressures of daily life. When you practice mindfulness and meditate regularly, you are able to thicken the tissue in the part of the brain that regulates attention. The networks fuse together and become stronger, just as your biceps would when you're lifting heavy weights at the gym. Neurons that fire together wire together, so the more you focus, the easier it becomes. Over time, you will learn how to respond to triggers in any environment as you come to your senses and feed the experience with attention and intention. Rather than just reacting to situations in anger or frustration, you'll be able to process your emotion and respond with clarity. When you adopt mindfulness into your daily life, you will find that everyday existence becomes less stressful. Living presently will enable you to relieve yourself from the triggers of the past and the worries of the future, giving yourself space to think freely. So, living in the present moment. One of the most important aspects of becoming mindful is to live in the present moment. It is called the present because it's a gift. You can only ever exist in this moment alone. So you shouldn't allow past or the future to affect your current reality for anything other than positive reinforcement. Regret can only exist in the past context. Reliving the past in such a way can lead you to overthink on what you could have done differently, leaving you wishing for another outcome. Worry, on the other hand, is an emotion reserved solely for the future. You can find yourself stressing out about the uncertainty of what could happen. You should understand that you won't change anything either way, so upsetting yourself over it will not help you. The only way you can change anything in this world is to work on the present moment by making choices and decisions that will bring you closer to where you want to be. If you struggle with motivation, for example, try to realize that you decide to put off a task in the present moment. You're only going to set yourself up for disappointment later on when you look back in regret. Try to see time as collections of now moments that you can only alter in the present moment. Becoming mindful is, in such a way, will help you gravitate towards becoming the best version of yourself, and will encourage you to break free of negative thoughts associated with the past and the future. To be your best self. Most people won't use mindfulness in their day-to-day lives and will miss out on all of the potential it brings for good change. Everything that ever happens to you is an opportunity for you to respond virtuously. Choosing to be conscious about your actions and thoughts will give you the opportunity to actively choose to be your best self. One really simple technique you can use to bring out your best is a mindfulness exercise. So you can write a description about someone you admire or look up to, noting what it is about them that makes them worthy of respect. What character traits of theirs would you like to adopt? They should all possess qualities that will enable you to become your best self. So once you've done that, write a description about yourself at your best and detail all of the qualities that you have, not what you want to have. How is that person different from you right now? How would you treat people you know differently if you were that person? Every evening, aim to keep a journal about your day, writing out what happened and then what would have happened if your best self had experienced that same day. Notice the difference between each one. Continue this every evening until you only have one version of your day to journal. Reaching this point will mean that you are genuinely at your best all the time, consciously choosing your best responses and acting out as your best self. So use negative experiences to your benefit. Every experience in your life, whether it be positive or negative, should be used to shape you into a better person. The Stoics referred to this as amor fati, a practice that gives anyone the ability to face the toughest times with resilience and acceptance. You must always remember that it is not external forces that change how you feel, but your reaction to them that generates those feelings. The world's most successful entrepreneurs will all have a long list of failures and negative experiences that they have struggled with along their way to achievement. So it's how you deal with those experiences that make you a stronger person, which is where mindfulness can help. If you respond to negativity with the right state of being, you can use it to make you stronger to deal with similar situations in the future. When you resent, regret, or resist situations. You are fighting against life, which will only bring you more conflict. You'll find that everything becomes easier when you begin to accept and embrace all of your experiences and start living in alignment with your life. Excuse me. Try to incorporate this into your day and see it as your new method of thought. But more importantly, remember not to beat yourself up about things that you have done wrong, because these negative experiences can make you a stronger person. So here's a little something about how to work more productively with mindfulness. Productivity can be significantly transformed when you practice mindfulness in the workplace. Many of us can be left feeling scattered, overwhelmed, stressed when under pressure at work. Creating space in your mind will allow you to stay focused and flexible, increasing your productivity and enabling you to experience situations at hand rather than judging them. Mindfulness can truly help to reduce your stress levels, one of the dominant causes of disengagement and absences from work. Work-related stress can filter into your home life, affecting your relationships and health. Introducing 5-minute breaks, that's it, into your work schedule and practicing mindfulness will give you the focus and organisation you need to complete the tasks at hand. Having psychological flexibility will encourage bonding between teams. If there are problems between them, it is most likely because they are stressed and too focused on themselves. And as a result, they feel they cannot deal with other people. So when your organisation embraces mindfulness techniques, your colleagues will start to show more compassion and cooperation. This promotes a safer work environment in terms of health and psychological well-being. So here's a guided 5-minute mindfulness meditation technique to improve your productivity in the workplace. So it's not just about working in an office. You could be working in somewhere where you are able to take a 5-minute break, of course. It could be anywhere. And this is designed to not necessarily draw attention to yourself. You can still do this at any point of the day. So here we go. This will help you to create a space in your mind free from clutter and increase your work productivity. With this practice, you'll be able to reduce stress levels and improve relationships with colleagues. As I said, you can practice this at your desk with your eyes open or closed. If you cannot find any privacy and do not want to draw attention to yourself, you can listen with headphones and simply direct your eyes down towards your desk or where you are working. So you can begin by focusing all of your attention on your breathing. Breathe deeply, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Count up to 10 deep breaths, silently saying the word relax on every out-breath. Give yourself permission to just be with this moment. You can forget about your colleagues and any work for the next 5 minutes, as this is your own special time that you deserve. Set your intention to clear and revitalise your mind. Don't worry if any unwanted thoughts arise. Just acknowledge them without judgment and refocus your awareness into the present moment. If you do find your attention wandering from your breathing, just say thank you to your mind for recognizing these thoughts, and gently move your attention back to your breath. Being mindful means that you are present and okay with where you are. Over time, this will become easier and easier.